Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news update and information with a video on the 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning. The order banks are now open for the first time for retail ordering. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, what that means for you. And you say, well, I thought F-150 Lightning has been opened up. It has been for those that had a reservation. And those that did not get into the reservation, order banks are now open for you to go ahead and order. No need for a reservation. You can go in and order. So we're going to talk about how you do that, how you would order, talk about pricing, and some other things to think about when you're putting in that Lightning order. So if you'd like to stay updated about news updates like this, and other videos we do here on our YouTube channel, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified next time of another video uploaded to the channel. So first off, let's talk about this. So retail order banks are open, which means that you do not need a reservation. You can now order through your dealer or you can order online. So similar to what you can do on the Mach-E for 2023, now you're able to do that starting today, May 9th. You can now go in without any kind of reservation. If you missed out on that, now you can go in and go ahead and order. So we're going to talk about the different trim levels that are available right now and pricing, because now for the first time, you've been able to, for I guess I wouldn't say the first time, but recently you could not get an extended range XLT without going over $80,000, which would not make it available for the government tax credit. Now they have lowered the price on the extended range for the XLT, so now you can get it under $80,000. We'll kind of talk about what you can and cannot add to that to keep it under $80,000. So let's go on over to the website here and show you what that looks like. There we go. So you go to Ford.com, go up here to vehicles, and we'll just go to electrified. A couple of different ways to get through. You can go through trucks if you want, because it is a truck. But we're going to go F-150 Lightning right here, and you'll notice now it says build and order, not build and price. So we can click on that, and you'll notice here the Pro version is sold out. The XLT is available. You do notice that the XLT standard range did go up in price. It is $64,474. So if you already have an order, let's say you did a reservation already and you placed your order, and you placed it prior to today, you are price protected to that price. So make sure your dealership does price protect your order, because you will have that based on when you order the vehicle. If the price is lower, you can take what it is when it comes in. But if you ordered and it was cheaper at that time, especially on the standard range, you will want to make sure that dealership does price protect you to the price it was when you ordered your vehicle. So hopefully you have your order sheet from them. Go to extended range. Before we do that, Lariat standard range also did go up in price. It was $75,974. It is now $76,974. So the standard range did go up $1,000 for both the XLT and the Lariat. Again, both of those will be price protected if you already placed that order for that. But if you notice, the extended range on the XLT did go down from $80,974 to $78,874. So $2,100 cheaper. And there's a reason why it's $2,100 cheaper. And we'll tell you that in just a little bit when we get to the different packages. So those are the only price increases and decreases were for those three configurations. Otherwise, there's no other changes to that. Now let's go ahead and click on here. We're going to go extended range, because there are a lot of people on the XLT that want the extended range, but they want the tax credit. So now we can do that, but there are some things you need to be aware of. So one of the things to note, if we go here onto the summary, is that this destination delivery charge that Ford has for these, which is $1,895, that is not configured into being under $80,000, because you're looking at this going, well, Tim, it's 81.2. That's right. But if you read the guidelines for that tax credit, the destination delivery charge, the charge to go from the factory to the dealer, is not included in that cost. So that's how you can stay under that. So keep that in mind. You already see there's an option here. So what Ford does, if you go on up here to the powertrain section, the mobile power cord is an option. It's $500. So keep that in mind, that if you do add that to the vehicle, that could make you go over if you want to add any other packages. So that might dictate that. That gives you the mobile power cord to allow you to be able to charge if you're on the go. Now, keep in mind, if you go extended range, you're going to get a Pro Power on board, or a Power Station Pro will be included. You can have that installed in your house, and you'll be charging that way. You would not need this mobile cord unless you're on the go and you're just in a jam and you need it. So most times people will not even use this power cord. So it's really up to you whether or not you add that. It's not included in the price of the vehicle anymore. It is an optional equipment now. Now, one of the things, we'll go to packages over here. There is a package. So the max trailer tow package did go up $100. It is now, it went up from $1,000 to $1,100. The trailer tow package, tow technology package is $13.95. So you can add the max trailer tow package as long as you don't have the mobile power cord, and you can be under $80,000. So going on down here, there you go. So now it's 78.8. That makes it 79.9, just under that. So you would not be able to make the mobile power cord. So that's something to keep in mind. If you want to be able to tow the most, that would do it. So extended range itself is going to have a 7,500 pound towing rating there for you, max trailer tow rating. If you go with that max trailer tow package, it takes it to 10,000 pounds. So if you think you're going to need it more than 7,500 pounds, you'll want to add that package. If you're not, you don't need that package. So it's up to you if you don't plan to tow over 7,500 pounds. Now, the standard range is 5,000 pounds without that max trailer tow package, and that would take it to 7,500 pounds. So it increases at 2,500 pounds to what it's going to be. So just so you have that in mind. Now, if this is something you want to do, say, hey, you know what? I'm good. That's what I want. Maybe you pick your color, whatever it might be. Hey, I want, you can go through the different color choices there. Let's say I select that. There it goes finally. Let's say I want antimatter blue, right? You're good to go there. Don't want to make any changes, then you can do that. So anyway, so you can always go down. These other things that are available, like the max, like the bed divider and these toolboxes and such. I would wait and do those later. If you do those later, those aren't figured into the tax credit either. So keep that in mind. Anything that's put on the vehicle at the dealer, whether it be a bed cover, spray and liner, anything like that, is not affected by that. But if you, let's say you wanted to add the spray and bed liner from the factory, that would affect it, and that could put you over that $80,000. So another little tip there, if you want to make sure you stay under that for the tax credit, it's what it is when it was built from the factory is what's dictated for that tax credit. So put these things on at the dealership later when it gets there. Those aren't affected by that, as well as your taxes are not affected by whether or not you get the tax credit. So a couple different tips there on that. Plus, when you add some of these different aftermarket supply, like bed liners, bed covers, mud flaps, and all that, that could delay your order. I know it has in a lot of orders I've seen on some other vehicles, including the F-150 gas version. So if I were you, I would leave those off. Let the dealership install those for you. Might cost a little extra, might cost a little more to have the dealer install that for you, an install fee than from the factory. But for one, you're going to get it quicker. And for two, it'll help keep you down under that tax credit if you want that. So it's really up to you. So I'd hate for you to think you're under that tax credit because you're at 80,000. You add the bed liner, right, and then it puts you over, and then you get the vehicle and then realize that later, and it's not available for tax credit. That's going to be kind of a bummer. So hopefully people watch this and learn from these tips so you know what can and can't do, go over that. So anyway, keep that in mind when you're getting it from the factory. Whatever you build from the factory, that is what affects your tax credit. But at that point, once you go down, you're ready to do that, you can hit this review order. Click on that. Should go here in a second. There we go. Once you do that, then you're sitting there. Your dealer will require a deposit usually. At McArthur Ford, we have ours set at $500. The default for most dealers is $1,000, but it's really up to the dealership what they want to choose to make their deposit. They have it set up in their e-commerce platform for Ford, but for McArthur, that's what we have. It does say to contact the dealer if you have an A, X, or D plan or Z plan. I don't believe X plan is available. I know D plan is available, and A and Z plan should be available as well. But there you go. At that point, then you can just go ahead and select your dealer right here. Now, how would you select your dealer if maybe you don't want to go with your local dealer? Maybe there's several local dealers, and that's not the dealer you want to go with. How would you change that? So what you need to do is you'll need to actually go back a page. And at the bottom, I don't know if you saw that, it did have McArthur down here at the bottom. So let's scroll down towards the bottom. There you go. So you'll notice, there you go. your dealer is right there. So click on this, and that's how you would change your dealer. So it shows the dealers here that are available if you want to go with another dealer. And otherwise, you can also go to that has the phone number. Somewhere on here, you can actually go to the zip code. Um, it does say accepts online orders, so you know your dealer is. So Ford, you need to make this a little bit easier because a lot of times if you put in the zip code, it used to be if you put in the zip code, you could pick that. Right now, it's only picking dealerships here. And so if you wanted, if you're not in our area, we are accepting orders anywhere in the country. We ship vehicles all the time, all over the country. And we just, we have a special I'll talk about in just a little bit towards the end. But you can, there it is. There it is. So that's how you would want to change. If you want to go outside of your zip code, click that number, go to a different zip code, enter that in, and then it'll show you, should then show you the nearest dealer in that area. If you want us, 67401 is our zip code, and you would find us and be able to select us as your dealer. And at that point, then you would then click in there and review. You want to fill that out at that point. Once you've got the right dealership there, has a selling price with a destination delivery figured in there, your deposit that was required and everything. So you kind of shows you the prelimination of everything there, and then you hit the complete your order. So at that point, once you do that, then you're going to go ahead and start filling that out. If you have an account with Ford, you would sign into that account and then fill that out completely. Hopefully this doesn't show up. I might have to edit this part here coming up. So we'll just have to see and see if it pulls in any information, has my email address, does have my address. So I'll try to clip this part out. So from there, that point, then you would then go ahead. From that point, you would then go ahead and fill that rest of that out with your name and information in there. It did actually pull my information, so I'm going to clip that part out right there. But at that point, you would fill in your information, and that would submit the order over to the dealer. And at that point, you'll need to contact the dealer. The dealer will get an email confirming they have an order in the system for them to accept. But you might want to remind them because they may not see that in there. It does go to several people, the EV dealers, special EV certified salespeople. Usually the managers like that, I get notification at our dealership of those. You want to make sure they accept that order for you. And at that point, once that order is accepted, then Ford can look at it for scheduling of your order for production at that time. The other option is you can just contact your dealer and just order with them, whether it be over the phone, whether you go into the dealership, either way. We took so many Maverick orders by phone, having them, hey, go ahead and build that out, print that, send it to us, and then we can order from you. So a couple different ways you can do that with your dealer, and you can accept it that way. Either way, it should be, there'll probably be a deposit required there, and they can order that vehicle for you. So there you go. And Law McArthur is accepting orders. We are EV certified dealer, as you can tell there. We were accepting online orders, and we can do that for you. We do have a special, so if you don't live close to us, want to work with us, by the way, we're doing MSRP pricing on these, so no markup on the Lightnings or a Mach-E's or any of those electric vehicles. Some dealers still are. We are not. So if you want to order with us, MSRP pricing. And we also do accept, if you plan to finance the vehicle with us, if you finance it, at least half the vehicle price with us, we will ship it to you. We'll pay for the first $1,000 of the shipping cost. So if you want to do that, we can do that as well and work with you that way. So if you're struggling to find a good local dealer that's honoring MSRP or anything like that, Law McArthur Ford can help you out, and we're taking online EV orders for Mach-E's and the Lightning. So feel free to do that. So anyway, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't really to tell you guys out there if you want to order with us to order with us. It was to get the information about how to order so you could go in and do that with your local dealer. There's some great local dealers near you, I'm sure. Find a good local dealer and work with them. But if you're needing a dealer, Law McArthur is here for you. We can help you out. Or if you just have questions, I help out and answer any questions. You can send those to us as well. If you have any questions, our email address is in the description of this video. Feel free to reach out to us if you're struggling, have any questions, something like that. We're here to help you out, whether you order with us or not. We want to help out the community and help everybody get the vehicle that they're wanting, whether it be a Ford vehicle, which also reminds me, don't forget, if you do place that order, you want to know what constraints there are and some other things, check out our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified next time we have another video upload to the channel. And check us out Tuesday nights. We do a live stream where we go over any kind of commodity constraints. If there's a material hold on something, we keep you guys updated on that information. So it's that live stream is really for to help people out that have orders placed that are waiting to get their scheduled or waiting to know production information and that kind of things. We go over all that and keep you apprised of anything that's going on when it comes to commodity constraints and that kind of thing, and any kind of hold up on any builds. In fact, at the end of this video, there's going to be a recommended video either right here, right here. One of those videos actually tells you about the different things that you may not get on your F-150 Lightning. So the other one's going to be the playlist for our different walk around videos or our complete guide videos that talks about what's standard and optional on the XLT, Lariat, and Platinum trims for the Lightning. Check out those videos if you need that content as well. If you want to revisit that, we have those videos available for you and can help you out with that. So again, other than that, I think I've covered everything. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.